Hello. Marcy Ben from Think Premium JA in association with IslandNet. And today's video is on how malware and viruses on your devices can disrupt your internet connection in several ways. Now, one, your bandwidth consumption can get affected because some viruses and malware, and I don't know, have I ever defined what malware is? Let me give you a quick definition here just to make sure I'm on the same page. But while I get to that, so malware and viruses can actually consume a large amount of bandwidth, so they can actually slow down your internet connection on all the devices on your network. And malware is really just like malicious software on your device or network. That's pretty much the simplest way I can define it. But if I'm actually going to give you a real definition, it's software that is like specifically designed to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to a computer system. So software specifically designed to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to a computer system. And that's really what malware is. It's malicious software. It's really used in the intention of gaining unauthorized access to your devices. And viruses, where IT is concerned, are computer programs that can copy themselves and infect a computer without permission or knowledge of the user. So it can replicate itself so many times that it literally takes over your device. You can't save, delete, nothing else with it, and or it can just delete your stuff altogether and infect a computer without knowledge of the user. So it can corrupt or delete data on a computer. It can use email programs to spread itself to other computers, or it can just erase everything on a hard disk. Yo, I have literally had 3 experiences where my projects got wiped by a virus and I had to start over from scratch. Granted, every time it happened, I always got a way better grade than if it didn't happen. I always ended up with like 100 or a high grade or something because I would have had to do it over, and God just really worked something out in my favor so that I was able to get a really high grade despite having to start it over at the last minute. But it happened multiple times. So yeah, I've had experiences where that's concerned. It's one hell of a thing to finish your projects and realize that all your SBA them gone due to viruses weeks before they're supposed to go in. It hurts. A part of your soul dies when that happens. But that's not my point. Let's go right back into this. Yes. Silent tears. Another reason, or another way, sorry, malware and viruses can affect your network or your internet connection, is network traffic interference. Meaning that certain malware can actually interfere with the flow of information traffic on your network. So it can cause like intermittent connectivity issues, like on and off connectivity issues, or it prevents you from accessing certain websites or services because of the malware affecting how information is being shared from devices across the network, for lack of better terms. Another thing is like it can be like bootnet participation or botnet participation. So if your computer or your phone or your tablet, for example, starts participating in a botnet, and a botnet in IT actually refers to a collection of connected devices, often within an Internet of Things network, that gets infected or controlled by malware to benefit criminals, cyber criminals to be exact. So it's a collection of interconnected devices on an Internet of Things network that is infected with malware to benefit cyber criminals. So Internet of Things is really internet using or internet enabled devices that communicate with each other in an area. So that can be like your smartwatch, your your door cam, your security door cam. I don't remember what they're called. Your tablet, your phone, your Alexa speaker, all sorts of stuff. So they can participate in a botnet. So if your computer is infected with the malware, it can actually become a part of a botnet. And this network of compromised devices, so this network of like compromised devices can actually perform like malicious activities. So they can launch, you can launch distributed denial of service, so you can just not be able to use particular particular websites or features or functionalities on the network. Like for example, you can't do a factory reset on your devices to try and wipe off the virus. Like it's just gonna block it. That actually happened to me once. I've had an interesting life. But yes. It's actually happened to me once. Somebody hacked into my phone and I couldn't do a factory reset. I couldn't turn off the phone. I couldn't end calls. It would just automatically record my stuff without me doing anything. I tried to affect other devices as well, but it never got around to it because I shut them down. But yeah, that happened. So botnets are real. Botnets are real. Yeah, and it can cause other security concerns as well. Like viruses or malware, it can actually compromise your computer security. So like it can share potentially sensitive information about you. So for example, when my phone got hacked, it was sharing stuff that shouldn't have been shared. Like um, it would just randomly send like photos from my phone to people. Granted, I'm not putting up inappropriate photos on my phone in the first place. Even before getting baptized, I wouldn't keep that mess on my phone. It might have ended up on the phone, but I wouldn't have kept it on the phone. Hey man, listen, COVID taught a few people some things. I was one of them. Hey, I ain't gonna keep that on my phone, bro. Nah, you look at it and you discard. But hey, if you one of them people, your business might get exposed. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that can happen. But yeah, and like let's say your IDs, credit cards, your address, your passwords, login credentials, credit card information. Cause you have the Google Pay, so it like stores your credit card information. So I really like them something like this. So that can happen. And there are many other ways in which you can impact your devices, but those are like the main ones that like readily come to mind. And of course, I did write this information down. Yes, I'm reading from something, whatever, whatever. I'm not gonna remember everything. I'm not Superwoman here, but IslandNet has cybersecurity services. So our monitoring and detection services can actually be used to monitor your network to ensure that any network threats are noticed, troubleshooted, and we will work with you to either remove them or mitigate the issue as best as possible. We will also offer incident management services, which you can opt for at an additional cost, and we can contain and manage an incident for you to avoid public issues. Business continuity is something you can explore as well. So in the event that, let's say, your whole network gets infected by a virus, you can remotely back up the information from your devices on a data center offsite, and you can actually get that information to add back to your network after it's nice and cleaned up, so you go right back into functioning as normal, provided that you're backing up regularly, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly. You can do that. And of course, firewalls also help as well, because firewalls do help in antivirus protection, and it does help to mitigate the flow of files traveling in and out of your network. IslandNet offers managed firewall services, and we sell the firewalls as well. And with cybersecurity, some cybersecurity awareness training sessions for your staff members might be useful to prevent some of these things from happening, because some of these things start off as an email link that somebody opened without realizing, or that they weren't supposed to open, or somebody plugging a flash drive that they found in the parking lot into a computer. It sounds so dumb, but people do it. Or they randomly accept this flash drive from somebody coming in from God knows where, so that they want to print something, and they print it and the whole network gone down. These things do happen. Or when you're downloading music from YouTube, and you do the little bootleg downloading thing. Listen, if you know, but you run a risk when you do that. Yeah, so yeah, that is something. There are many ways in which it can happen. So some good cybersecurity awareness training sessions might be something you want to invest in to protect your business and your brand. And yeah, IslandNet has a host of other solutions as well that you might find quite useful for your business. If you want to learn more, DM me, and I'm definitely happy to assist you with further details. In the interim, I hope this helps. Have a wonderful day. Take care, and remember, if this video added value to you, I want you to comment down below, and I want you to say if you've ever been infected by malware or a virus on your device before. I want company. Has anyone else been affected more than I have? I want to know. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And remember to never stop dreaming. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.